Okay, dear. What am I going to be sharing with you today? We would be talking about comfort zones and how comfort zones are ruining your life. Okay, first of all, if you want to keep up with the happenings of this channel, quickly hit the like button for this video and subscribe to this channel so that every video I post, you would get it. This video is going to be about personal development. We are not going to go into the how to make money online yet because you could learn everything about how to make money online, but if you don't have the habits, the habits, the habits, well, first of all, about your comfort zones. Your comfort zone is the worst place you can be in. Here's the story. I went to school, graduated, did my master's, and I felt okay, fine. Once I get a job, all my problems would be gone. I got a job at first, it was a contract job, so I was paid by how much work I could deliver. I was paid based on my deliverables. I do this thing called GIS, and we are digitizing buildings, so it was 5 naira per building. So then I worked hard, and the more I worked, the higher I earned. Made sense, right? After 3 months, the project became big, and the MD, as it were, decided, okay, fine. Those of you working for me that are going to be working full time, I can't pay you based on contract basis anymore. Let's make it a salary scheme. When it became a salary scheme, I was still okay. I felt okay. I was earning money now. I've never worked and earned money like that consistently. So I felt I was earning money, and that would be the end of my problem. Well, 1 year into my job, I realized the job couldn't add, the math didn't add up. The salary, I was living salary to salary, and still I wasn't comfortable with what I was getting. As at the second week, I was looking for money, I was broke, and I was beginning to think to myself, so what was I going to do? But mind you, I was comfortable. I loved where I worked. It was just some few meters from my house, so I would wake up in the morning. If I woke up 7:30, I could still make work at 8 o'clock. So it was more, I was stuck in a rut, I was stuck in a routine. I didn't want to try any new thing because I was scared I couldn't pull it off. But after months and months of agonizing on being comfortable, even if I was suffering, I couldn't do any new thing. It was always the same thing. If I worked too much, I earned the same salary. If I worked less, I slacked off, I earned the same. So the salary scheme wasn't doing much for me, and days I decided to slack off. It wasn't doing much for the company, and I actually enjoy working, but I found out that being in my comfort zone repeatedly, it seems I was stuck. I couldn't go past a certain ceiling, so I decided to do something different. I decided to start reading. One major key way to get out of your comfort zone and start doing things that scare you is if you should start reading. Read about people that have gone through what you've gone through, the same situation you've gone through, because we might be unique in our own way, but we all have something that ties us all together. Any situation you find yourself in now, there's probably someone who's been in that situation and who has escaped it. So if you realize that you're stuck in a routine you don't like, you're beginning to hate things you enjoy, it means you've got into a comfort zone and you can't see any way of extending your limit. It doesn't care your income goals, where you are right now. You should always be looking at pushing yourself, because that's what makes this life very interesting. Over the first 13 months, I decided, okay, fine, I've had enough. I needed to try something new. Then I started reading books. Normally, I'm a fan. I read novels a lot. I have like two Ghana Must Goes of novels at home. And here, when I started working, I still find time to read novels online. I decided, okay, fine, why not channel the same energy, since you already like reading, channel it into something else. And that was exactly what I did. I started reading self-help books. I started reading books on personal development, books on psychology, and somehow it started giving me that confidence I needed to go out of my comfort zone. So if you're in a comfort zone, you don't like where you are, and you are scared, you're always anxious, you're always depressed, you when you look at the future, it terrifies you. The best place to start is are books. I can give you one of the books I read last year. or last 2 years rather, that started this growth for me. The first book I read was Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. It's not a big book, but it helped get me started. After That Frog by Brian Tracy, I read How A and B Students Work for C Students. I've forgotten the particular author, but I'll leave the link down in the video. You can go and get yours. And these are books that you can get online. So developing this passion and saying, okay, fine, I read this book and I implemented some of what I learned from it, and it started helping me. I decided, okay, I was going to do this more often. But it was a new habit. It was hard. Nobody talks about how hard it is. All these personal development gurus, they will give you this whole, if you aspire to acquire, you can. Yeah, the cliche line. Fine, they have a sense of what they're saying, but if you don't do the work, nothing changes. If you don't decide to test yourself outside, nothing changes. So today is Saturday. I don't know when you're going to be getting this video. I hope I can post it today. But do yourself a favor. If you're in the comfort zone you don't like, you're in a routine, that means you're in a rut. The best thing you can start doing for yourself is get a book. You just don't go and start looking for ways to make money online or any of that. Start with a good book. A book will give you perspective and will help prepare you for the kind of life you want to get into. And the thing is, it's a gradual process. You shouldn't try to make everything once. You should start gradually. Start with something small. When you can keep up with doing something small, you can go on to other things, but you have to start small. So that's it for today on comfort zone. Your comfort zone is your number one enemy. Always remember that your comfort zone is your enemy. Once you're comfortable doing something over and over again and you look at your life, you're not where you want to be, that means you are stuck in a rut. And the best way to get out of a rut is, first of all, prepare your mind. You need your mind to move, because if your mind doesn't move, your body cannot follow suit. So prepare your mind for things that you can do outside your comfort zone. If you want to start going to public speaking, try and do something that will put you in that environment. Read a book on public speaking. See the fears of people that have tried to go through what you're about to go through and see how they accomplish it. Look at the little tips that they deliver, and after looking at the tips, you shouldn't just stop at reading. Try to do something, at least, no matter how little, something little every day to push you forward towards your goal. You could procrastinate and say, okay, fine, I'll do it tomorrow. I am a master of procrastination. I procrastinated for a year and a half before I started making YouTube videos. And while this might be my second video, it's a lot of improvement from the very first video which I shot, which was shot repeatedly, and the final one I posted wasn't even my best, but I just figured, let's do it. So get out of your comfort zone. Do something today that your future self thank you for, because it's March and the coronavirus crisis is kind of putting things in perspective. Not just for me, for a lot of people I know. You don't know what pandemic is coming next. You don't know how long you have to live on this earth. And I'm on one challenge, the Better Life Challenge by Dean Graziosi. And yesterday's challenge was, if you had 7 days to live, how would you spend those 7 days? Would you spend it doing the things that you know would bring joy to your heart? Or would you spend it in the constant routine of how you're living your life now? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Till next time, I am the Healthy Affiliate. Thank you.